Happy Dragon Ball Z Day, everybody. I thought I'd celebrate by showing off a couple of my Dragon Ball Z DVDs, so let's start off. Why not start off with Season 1? The Saiyan Saga. Fantastic. This is fantastic. The start of the new generation of Dragon Ball characters. And then there's Season 2. The start of the Namek Saga. You first meet Frieza in this one. So Captain Ginyu, people like that. So Season 3, we finally get to see Goku go Super Saiyan and finish off Frieza, which is probably the highlight of the first 3 seasons of the show. Frieza being the most powerful being in the planet up to that point, where Cell had yet to be created. And, well, Cell was kind of being built up in Dr. Gero's laboratory, so not a whole lot going on. Well, after the Frieza, they kind of calmed down for a little bit. I think that's when Goku learned how to drive, so. And then there's Season 4, the Android Saga. Now, this one is probably my favorite saga. I'd probably say it's my favorite saga, but there isn't one. Well, Cell comes about at the end of the saga. But it's not really definitive who's the worst bad guy in this, because you have the 17, 18, you also have 16, and also 19, 20. So you have a lot of people. It's when Yamcha gets killed, so by the androids. 19, 20. And you have, where did it go? Season 5, Cell Saga. This was one of the best fights ever between Gohan and Cell. Also, one of the best fights between Goku and Cell. One of the worst fights ever between Cell Jr. and Krillin, where Krillin got pretty beat up, if I remember correct. So he didn't get exploded like he did by Frieza. Help me! That part was probably one of my favorite parts. There is Season 6. Season 6 is what? I think this is the final culmination of the Cell Saga. Yeah, this is the Cell games, so this was actually the Cell games, so I was actually wrong. I forgot season. I guess I messed some of it up, so I think they actually saved the final disc, the final episode on this is actually the one where Cell finally dies, where the father-son Kamehameha finally bests him. So there's that. There is now Season 7, which is Great Saiyaman World Tournament Sagas, which is probably also my second favorite saga, just because I love seeing Gohan go to high school, and I love the love story between him and Videl. It's just one of my favorites. So you have adult Gohan, who's pretty cool. And you also meet Goten. You also meet Goten little Trunks, and they're just as powerful as anybody else in the Z team. So then there is Season 8, Babidi and Majin Buu sagas. Obviously, Babidi, the evil magician, brought back Buu, and with the help of Dabura. And there's a lot of fights. Majin Vegeta, obviously, on the cover. One of the people love this fight, Majin Vegeta versus Goku. I think it's one of the best fights, because obviously Vegeta and Goku have kind of been at odds for the entire show. So there's that. Fusion comes into play during this saga. And also this one. Exciting conclusion, Dragon Ball Z, the complete fusion and Kid Buu sagas. So this is the final saga. The last saga in the series, obviously, it ends with Goku and Oob, which is Buu backwards, which is like the positive form of Buu's energy. So we don't really get to see Oob fight. I think maybe in GT you might get to see him fight a little bit, but in this you just get to see a little smidgen, just a little smack roll of it. So Batara earrings, Just great fights in this, just memorable things. Mostly with Gotenks, you know, so. That's about it for my Dragon Ball Z collection. Stay tuned for my Dragon Ball Z impression video, where I do impressions for Yamcha, I do impressions for adult Gohan, I do impressions for Goku, I do impressions for Piccolo, I do impressions for Hercule, I do impressions for Krillin multiple times, I do impressions for I could probably do a Tien impression, not that hard, I'd say. I don't do Chi-Chi or Bulma, I don't do girls' voices. Probably could do Puar. Probably could do Chiaotzu. I do King Kai, and I do Master Roshi, so stay tuned.